He has the power. And apparently, he also has the power to split the entire internet right down the middle. The trailer for the new live-action Masters of the Universe movie just dropped, and wow, it instantly kicked up this huge, passionate, and really divided reaction online. So let's get into it and figure out what is going on here.
So yeah, that's really the big question we're tackling. He-Man is one of the most beloved characters from the 80s, right? A new movie should be a total slam dunk. But not so much. The trailer has fans drawing battle lines, and you gotta ask, what is it about this thing that has the fan base so completely split?
Well, on one side, you've got just pure, unfiltered, nostalgic joy. I mean, for so many people who grew up with that original cartoon, this trailer was everything they could have ever wanted. It was like a time machine straight back to their childhood, and you saw comments just like this one absolutely everywhere.
But then you've got the other side of the coin. A huge chunk of viewers felt this weird sense of déjà vu. They weren't seeing a unique take on the world of Eternia, they were seeing a generic superhero movie formula that, let's be honest, we've all seen a dozen times before. And this is where the first major debate really starts to heat up.
Yeah, let's talk about this so-called Marvel-ization debate. A lot of people feel like the trailer's whole tone, the big action mixed with the self-aware jokes, is basically a direct copy of the Marvel Cinematic Universe playbook. So the question is that a good thing or a bad thing?
What's really fascinating here is how you can break down the two camps. The critics, they see a lazy house formula. They're pointing out specific shots that feel like they've been lifted from other blockbusters, and they're worried all of these big movies are starting to feel the same. But the supporters, they fire right back, saying, hey, what did you expect? A movie based on a kind of cheesy cartoon should be a big, fun, over-the-top crowd pleaser. For them, the style is actually a perfect fit.
And this comment really nails the pro-Marvel argument. So many fans think a movie like Thor Ragnarok already gave us the perfect template for a modern He-Man. It proved you could blend that epic fantasy, huge action, and a ton of humor and make a massive hit. So for them, this isn't about copying a formula. It's about using one that's already proven to work.
Okay, but the debate goes way beyond just the general tone. Fans are literally dissecting every single frame, which is leading to arguments over everything from quick little jokes to, well, who's missing from the movie entirely?
Get this, for example. In one super quick shot, we see a desk placard for Prince Adam that says Adam Glynn, he, him. Now, for almost everybody, this was just a simple, clever play on words. He's He-Man, literally a he-man. But a pretty vocal minority immediately jumped on it, calling it a sign of wokeness ruining their childhood hero. It's a tiny detail, but it's kind of a perfect snapshot of the larger culture war that's swirling around this film.
But honestly, that pronoun joke was nothing compared to the reaction to something fans didn't see. For a whole lot of people, the biggest problem with the trailer wasn't about what was in it. It was about who was so obviously left out.
Exactly. This question, usually typed in all caps, just like that, completely took over the comment sections on YouTube, on Reddit, on X, you name it. Orco, the fan-favorite little floating magician, is such a core part of the original show. And the fact that he's completely absent from the trailer and all the press materials has fans really concerned and very, very vocal about it. But hey, it wasn't all complaints. Not at all. One area where pretty much everyone agreed was the world building. After the trailer showed He-Man on Earth for a bit, a lot of people were worried we were going to get a repeat of that cheap 1987 movie, which was mostly set in, empty warehouses. But the glimpses we got of Eternia? Whoa, they were epic. Fans all seem to agree. The set design, the effects, the sheer scale of it all, it looks fantastic. They absolutely got the look right.
All right, let's get into the casting. Because, of course, the actor announcements have been another huge source of debate, with some pretty clear hits and some pretty clear misses.
And here it is, maybe the biggest sticking point of all. While the actual design of Skeletor got a big thumbs up, the casting of Jared Leto has been met with, let's just say, a ton of skepticism. His recent string of movies that didn't do so well and his divisive public persona have made his involvement a major red flag for a lot of people.
Now, the reaction to our new He-Man, Nicholas Galitzine, that's been more of a mixed bag, but it is leaning positive. At first, you had some people worrying he wasn't, buff enough. They wanted a real Arnold and Conan kind of physique, but after actually seeing him in action in the trailer, a lot of those fans have come around, saying he totally proved the doubters wrong and that he really embodies the hero.
But if there is one casting choice that has united just about everyone, it is this one. The announcement that Alison Brie would be playing the villainous Evil-Lyn was met with pretty much universal excitement. I mean, fans of her work on shows like Community and Glow feel she has the perfect talent and look to absolutely kill it in this part.
So, with all this debate flying around, the tone, the jokes, the casting, is there anything that can actually bring this fractured fan base together? Well, it turns out there is, and his name is Travis Knight.
You see, the director, Travis Knight, he has an incredible track record. This is the guy who co-founded the amazing animation studio Laika. He directed the masterpiece Kubo and the Two Strings, and, maybe most importantly, he's the one who directed Bumblebee. He proved he can take a beloved 80s toy and turn it into a film with real heart and skill, which is why fans are so hopeful.
This sentiment is everywhere online. Even people who have big problems with the trailer are saying, "But I trust Travis Knight." His involvement is the single biggest reason for optimism, and it's the one thing that seems to give even the biggest critics a little glimmer of hope.
Okay, so where does all of this leave us? To really understand the stakes here, we have to take a quick look back at the last time He-Man was on the big screen.
So that original 1987 movie, it's a total cult classic, but let's be real, not because it's a great film. It's beloved for being pure camp, just totally over the top, silly, and unintentionally funny. It's one of those classic, so bad it's good movies that fans love ironically, mostly thanks to an absolutely unhinged performance by Frank Langella as Skeletor.
And really, that's the bottom line. The new Masters of the Universe does not have to be some cinematic masterpiece. The bar is incredibly low. All it really has to do to be considered a success is to be a genuinely good movie that fans can love sincerely, not just ironically.
Which leaves us with the ultimate question. With a director that everyone trusts, but a really divided reaction to its style and casting, will this movie finally deliver the He-Man epic that fans have been waiting decades for? Or is it going to be another attempt that just can't quite capture the power? I guess we'll just have to wait and see.